Good everyone, my name is Graphics. If you look at the right hand side of the screen, you see a machine, right? And the name of the machine is called a Bolster block. And we're told to reproduce this machine into isometric projection, right? So when you hear the word isometric projection, the first thing you have to do is for you to draw the isometric axis in this manner. So I'll take my instrument and I'll draw this up. Can you see that? Now place it this way, and I'll also draw this in this manner. This way, and I'll also draw this in this manner too. So this is the isometric axis. Hope you can see that. Now, if you look at the entire length here from this side, we're only given 56 here. So the 56 here, but if you look at this arc here, this radius, it is 14. And we have two of those arc here and here. So 14 plus 14 plus 56, that's going to give us what? 84. So I'm going to measure 84 from this part here. So if I take my meter rule, I'll place it here from 0. Can you see that? And I'm going to measure 84. From 0 to 84 is here. Can you see that? Similarly, if you look from this side, that is measuring at this side here, looking from this side, we are given 54 and 54. Then this radius here is given to be what? 14 too, since it is symmetrical. So we have 54 plus 54 plus 14 plus 14. That will give us what? 100 and what? 36. So I'm going to measure 136 from this point here. So from 0 here to this is 100, 110, 120, 130, 135, 136 here. Can you see that? Then the entire height will be given to be this 76 you see here plus the height of what? 16 here. And that will give us what? 92. So my entire height here is given to be what? 92. From 0 to 92, somewhere around here. Can you see that? So I will use it to form a box, just like I've been doing in all my videos. I would like to carve it out from a box, just like using the knowledge of a sculptor, carving images from solid objects. So I have this, and also I have this. Can you see that? And I'll close it up this way. And I'll also change it this way also. And I'll close it up this way. And I'll have here too. I'll close it up this way. And I'll have here too. And I'll close it up this way. So I have brought out the image, right? This block here. So from here, I'm going to start carving out the images. The first thing I'll just do that is easier for me to do here is for me to start from the base here that has a thickness of what? 16. So I will just measure 16 from the base. This 16 you see, I'll measure it around it. So let's do that. So from 0 to 16. This is 10, 15, 16 here. Hope you can see that. Then since I am using my instrument, I don't have to measure 16 in all parts. I'll just do the same thing I have to do here. I'll cover here up. I'll come here. I'll cover here too. Right. I'll come here. I'll cover here too. And here, I am going to cover here too. Hope you can see that. So in doing that aspect here, I've gotten the thickness. Now what do you notice? There are arcs around here. So I'm going to put in those arcs. So just like what we've been doing in our previous videos. We have the arc here, have a radius of what, 14. So I am going to take my meter rule and I'm going to measure 14 on my meter rule this way. 14 from 0. Let me increase it so you get to see what I'm talking about. So I'll measure 14 here, 0 to 14. Can you see that? And I'll place it here. I'll strike an arc. I'll come here also. I said I place it here. I strike an arc. I'll come here too. I'll strike another arc. Right? I'll come to where I've struck the arc again here. I'll cut here. I'll come here to here. I'll cut here. I'll do the same thing for this point too. I'll cut here and I'll cut here. I'll come to this point too. I'll cut here and I'll come to this point too. I'll cut here. Since we are giving radius, the reason why we're doing it double because we want diameter. Because for you to draw a circle, you need diameter. And I'll come here too. I'll cut here. I'll place it here. I'll cut here. I'll do the same thing here. Cut here. I'll place it here. I'll cut here. I will not touch here. Why? Because this main figure you see here is blocking that part. So working here is like wasting my time. So what will I do? Let's start. I'll take my instrument and I'll form a box this way. Long here. The same thing as this one too. Long here. I'll come here too. Close here up. I'll come here too. Close here up. Can you see that? I'll come here too. I'll do the same thing. Long here. I'll come here too. I'll do the same thing. Long here. Can you see that? Now what you need to understand here, this is the box I've brought out. I don't have to disturb myself with this, right? I don't have to disturb myself with this. So what I'll just do is, once I place my compass here, this way, then I'll go to draw the fillet. They call it what? Fillet. So I'll draw the fillet from this point. Can you see that? This is what I need. Then I'll do it at the base too. So what I'll just simply do here is this. I can just take it from here and I'll still move it down, but just do the same thing that you want to do. Bring this point down and bring this point down. Then when you join this to this point, where it meets here, that is where you place your instrument, your compass, and you get another one here. Hope you can see that. That is the fillet that we have. I'll come here again. I'm going to do the same thing, but in this case, I'll join the diagonal. I'll join this diagonal to this, and I'll join the diagonal to this. Can you see that? So once I've done that, I can easily just cross it. Let's cross it. Right? So this is what I wanted to do initially. From this end, you draw a line that will touch here. This is what I wanted to do. This is what you need here, not this, but this. The same thing too, you draw your line from this edge here to come and touch this. This is what you need here. So if I place my compass at this point here to this point, I'm going to draw what I need, to this. Can you see that? If I place it here too, I'll do the same thing. This is what I need. Can you see that? And if I should come here, I'll come down here and I'll transfer the point instead of stressing myself doing the same thing all over again. I'll just bring this point down straight this way, right? Then I'm going to connect this point. Look at what I'll do. So I bring it down to this way from here, and I'll connect this point to this point. Can you see that? So I can easily join this like this. Just the diagonal. So transfer that point downward. This point, use your set square, and you bring it downward. So this is where they are meeting. So I'm going to do the same thing at that point there. Place your compass, but the best thing you should just do is at this end here, bring this down to touch here. Hope you see that. Then from that end, you can easily take your compass, you place it at this point, and you draw this. Hope you can see that. And you come here too, you do the same thing here too. You can just bring this one down. You bring this point down this way. And you bring this point down this way. So when you take this to touch here, you can now join the diagonal from here. Right? So what I will just do is I will transfer this point from here and I'll bring it down at this point. So this is what we have. So in placing it that way, I'll just take my instrument, bring this point down. Right? Then you take your compass and you connect from here. And you get this. Can you see that? So I can just take my instrument. Then I'm going to take it from here to touch here. Right? You can make it very bold. And I'll come here too. I'll do the same thing here. You can see that. And I'll come here too. From here. I'll do the same thing. But you have to be very careful. That place is not very obvious. So I'll just come down here. What I have to do, I'll have to dull this side here a little bit this way. So the reason I dull there is because of, you can, the figure here is what is free, right? So let's proceed and see what will happen. Now taking all this edge through that we have here. So let me take in that. So that is what we have. I have done that. So we proceed. Now there's circle in here. We have different circles here. So I'm going to draw those circles. So what I'll do is I'll just complete this line here. Remember that I marked here. So I'll just complete it using my set square properly. Center of it. Center of it is already there. and this, this. Can you see that? And this, just like the way you draw your circles. Then this. So now we've done those 4 points. These are the centers here. So we want to draw our circles. So what you do is the radius of the circle here. If you look at this place, it says 4 holes, diameter what? 14, meaning you're using radius of what? 7. So I am going to measure 7 millimeter on my meter rule from 0 to 7. Hope you can see that. And I'll place it at this point. And I'm going to mark 7 in all direction. 7 here, 7 here, 7 here, and also 7 here. Can you see that? You have to be very careful so you don't make mistake. So you come here also, you do the same thing, you know, from here to here 7, right? So I'll come here too, I'll mark 7 here, 7 here, 7 here, and also 7 here, right? We have this, that, and this. So I'm going to come here too. Since I've gotten the 7, this is 7 that we have here. I'll come here too. I'll mark 7 here, 7 here, 7 here, and also 7 here. So I'll use it to form my box out, just like we've been doing in all our videos so far. So if I should place it here, I'll draw a line this way. Come here to another line this way. I can do the same thing here too. Here also. Then I'll close it up from those points. Come here to close it up. And I'll close it up. Hope you can see that. I'll come to this point too. 7 I marked. Close it up. Close it up. And also close it up. Close it up. So this is what we have here. This is where I'm going to draw in my circles. So what will you do? Just connect the shortest diagonals. This is the longest diagonal here. I should just draw it out the way I drew this. Right? So I'll now connect the shortest diagonal from here to this end. Using all this method we're using to draw circle is called ordinate method of construction. I'll come here too. I'll come here too. Can you see that? They're meeting here and here, and they're meeting here and here. So let me just do this once and for all. Touching here and also touching here. So they're meeting here and here. So I'll now take my instrument, like my compass. I place it here. I'll close it up. Can you see that? I'll place it here too. I'll close it up. Can you see that? We come to the center point here. I'll just close it up. I'll come here too. I'll close it up. Hope you can see that. I'll do the same thing here too. Place it here. Close it up. Come to this end. Close it up. Place it at this point. Close it up. Close it at this point too. Close it up. Come here. Close it up. come to this end, close it up to the end, close it up come here, close here, and you come here, close here. So I should taking them out so you see what I'm about to do. Hope you can see that. So we move forward. After doing that, we've gotten those 3 points. Now the next thing is to erect this guy that we have here. So the question is, you ask yourself, where would this guy be placed? Very easy. Now we know that the top here is 80, meaning 40 plus 40. So I'm going to get the center of this figure, which is easy to get. What you should just do is join diagonals. From this end, we join the vertices this way, and I come to this end too. I join here this way. This way they are meeting, so that will be the center of that figure. I'll just use my set square and I'll project this point this way. Can you see that? And I'll take it up this way. Meaning that what I have here, I'll measure 40 to the left and 40 to the right. Just like it's shown here. So I'll place it this way and I'm going to measure 40. So from 0, this is 40. From 0, here's another one, 40. Can you see that? Add another what? Another 40. So if I have done that, what I'll simply do here now is this. I'll project this point outward this way a little bit. And I'll come here to project it outward a little bit. Hope you can see that. And the thickness is given to what? As you can see here, given to be 18. Right? Maybe 18 or 16, but 18. So we'll measure 18 from here. From 0 to 18 is here. Can you see that? And I will thicken it. The weight is taken there. So when I place it here, from here, I'll thicken it to this point. And from here, I'll thicken it to this point. And here too, I'll thicken it to this point. Hope you can see what I'm doing. And at the back here too, I'll thicken it to this point. Alright? Then I'll bring here down this way. From here, it's coming down straight ahead this way. Can you see that? Meaning that from here, we'll be touching here. Right? Then here is going up this way. Just faint line first. Are we there? So aside that, the next thing we'll do is the angle you're seeing here is an angle at an angle of what? 60 degree. Do you get logic? So what I will just do is I can easily use my set square. It will not work that way, no matter how I want to do it. So the best thing you should do in this case is to reconstruct this guy at this point here. So let's see. See what you do. Let me remove this. First thing you do, you draw your horizontal line this way and you measure the entire thickness. You're starting from here. So measure the entire length from here. Can you see what I'm doing? If I place it here, this is where it is ending. And I'll take it up this way. Take it up to this way. And the thickness is given as what is there, which is 16. So I'll measure thickness. Can you see that? And I'll place it here too. I'll close it up. Then close it up from here. This way. Now after doing that, then the height. From here now, the height is what? 76. So I'm going to measure 76 upward from here. I'm only trying to replicate looking at it from this side. So I'll measure it out. So I'll measure 76. I easily just take my meter rule. This from here to here 76. And I'll place it here. and I'll mark it here. So that is where 76 ends. All together. So I'll bring it out this way. So once I've done that, we know the thickness is 18. That is from here to here. So I place it here. It ends here. Can you see that? Now, 60 degree. If my set square, I'm focusing on this point now, which is this point here. If my set square is standing this way, this is 60. So if I just draw this from here to here, can you see that? It means that this is where to end. I'll just take my instrument, measure from here to this point. Then I'll come from here and I'll mark. So this is where it's going to end. So I'll just take my instrument here and I'll take in it from this point straight down to this point here. Then from this point straight down to this point here. Hope you can see that. Similarly, I can just take this way also, just faint line like this. Can you see that? And I can take this down to this way. Faint line is coming here and is marking here. And I can project it from here to this point. So I can just join here, faint line. Can you see that? So we proceed. Now the next thing you do is look at the front here. I want to get the center, this point here, and I've already gotten this is it here. So I'm going to measure 36 to the left and 36 to the right. Right? That's what I'm going to do. So when I do that, I'll take my meter rule, place it this way, and I'm going to measure 36 to the left and also 36 to the right. Can you see that? From 0 to 36 and from 0 to 36. So this is where I will take in my line 2. So taking this guy to this point, and I'm also taking the remaining 36. Let me see, 0 to 36 to this point. So that is what I need, right? I'm stopping here. And I'm also what stopping here. This point here, 36. Yes, here. This is point A and point B. So there's an angle of what? Angle of the height. They didn't really give us the height, but they make us understand that it's at an angle of 60 degrees. So I will now reproduce the figure looking from this side, the way I did this. So let me remove this first, or I should just do it here. So let me move this guy first of all. I'm going to draw another horizontal line again, this way. Then I'll pick a point. So I'll take the entire length from here to this point. Can you see that? And I'll place it here and I'll mark. So this is where it ends. Then I will take it up this way a little bit. And I'll take it up here too, this way a little bit. Then the thickness is what we have here from here to here. And I'll place it here. I'll mark. Which I am going to what? Close. So I've already marked my 36 from here to here, right? This is the center, so I don't have to stress myself. That 36 I marked, I can just take it from here to here. I'll come here, I'll mark it this way. I'll come to this point too. I'll mark it this way. So this is my A and what? And B. So what I'll do is take my 60 degree set square and I'll place it this way. And I'll take this up. I'll place it this way. And I'll take this up. Can you see that? So what I'll simply do is to ensure that I am having, let me just bring the center line here. So whatever I'm doing, it must be what? This line I'm putting here. The thickness here to here is given to be 16, right? That is like 18. So depending on what you see, so when I place it here, I'll be moving it until I get my 18, right? This is 0, 0 to, let me take it down a little bit. So 0 to 9 is 18. You get logic? So this is what we have here. If you measure it, this is 18. Right? So what I'll simply do here, I've already gotten what I want. The angle from here to here is what? 60 degree. The angle from here to here is what? 60 degree. So I don't have to just stress myself. What I will do is I'll measure the entire height here. You see that from this point to this point, I'll mark it here too to be from this point to this point. So this line you see here is this line that is here. So I don't really need this point here. Hope you can see that. So I'll just make from here, mark it up here. And I'll come here too, I'll mark it up here. Can you see that? So this is, I'll not take my instrument. I'll just mark it this way. Just draw my inclined line this way. Can you see that? And I'll take my instrument and I'll measure 9. Since it's 18 or 16, I don't know. 9 from here. I'll place it here. I'll mark 9 to the left and I'll mark 9 to the right. 9 to the left, 9 to the right. Can you see that? Which I am going to tick in. Can you see that? So I'll just take this from here to go and touch that guy straight ahead. And I'll take this from here to come and touch this guy straight ahead. So from A to here and from B to here. So I'm taking this guy to this way. Hope you can see that. Once I have done that, I will now take my instrument and I'll just take it here this way in. I'll take it up to this way in. So they didn't really tell us the length that we're going to go, but there's something from that I'm very certain of, right? Is that I can just take this inward from B, touching here, and also take this inward this way too from here, and also this is the point it reach. So the next thing you just do here is see this line here, it is given to be what? You see it is 18 Abi. Let's say it is 18, the same thickness as this. Let's assume. So and this is the center here. So I can easily take my instrument and project the center here. So I can take my compass. You know, this is what we have here. From here to here is likely the same thing, right? So I'll place it here to here and to here too. Can you see that? These 2 points here and here. Then I'll come down too. See that this line is the same here. So I'll come to that center too here. I'll mark it here and here. Hope you can see what I'm doing. This is where they are meeting. So once I'm taking this down this way to this point line, and to this point line. Can you see that? So I will now move this to go and touch that guy. Taking it. I'll move this one too to go and touch that guy. Taking it. And this from here will come from here to touch this guy here. Can you see that? And I'll close here up. And use my instrument. And I'll close here up. Can you see that? And I'll close here up. See? Can you see that? And then before I proceed, you should not forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and also share the video. So connect from here to here. You stop here. Alright? And we have succeeded. in reproducing the figure that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen. Remember, there is nothing here, right? I should be able to do that. So if you have actually found this video helpful, don't forget to do your dimensioning. That again. So if you have actually found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching. You're welcome.